Look at that. It was that simple, everybody. Everyone remind me at the end of this live, what do? Reese, blow out that candle. Reese, don't burn your house down. Happy Friday night. Who's here? What are we doing? What's the plan? What are you guys doing? What are you talking about? What's happening? Lynn Arundel, Debbie Zito's here, Liz Tricks, Mods. Thank you, Mods. Hey, Kestrel. Hey, Buffy. Galen. Galen, thank you again for your help today. Jessica's here. Just Joan. Susie with an S. Hey, Rain Virus. Hey, Linda. Gina E. Deborah Ricci. Rain, me too, girl. We're going to dress like we're in the 80s as we do it. Wendy Brewer, Cassie Mosier, Bohemian Luciferian Witch, Jennifer Folsom. Hey, Anne. Sylvia Perez, Lori E. Alicia. Lisa White, Anna Banana, Goosebump, Damasio, Patty Hartman, Joe Virus, Vicki Andrews, Just As I Am, Jason P., we love you, Katie Did It, Claire with an I, Tony's Hooter. Who doesn't love Tony's Cooter? Pat Jonas, Happy Thoughts, Chow Yun Smut, Marie Marion, Wanda Parks, Yorkie Mom, Helena, Nancy by My Love, Charlotte, I'm glad you're here. Hey, DNV. Hey, Olga. Michelle Richardier. Carrie L. Joanne Hawley. Janet's here. Lilac Lime. Yawn. Dang. Cat Dam. Margie Barr made it. The other Galen. Thank you, other Galen. Hey, Marcy. Marcy, I hope you feel better, girl. There's a lot of sickness. Hey, Sandy Sue. Hey, let's see. Squirrel Girl, I'm getting behind. Mutterawler. Abigail. Okay, thanks, Abigail, for letting us know. Diana H, Nicole J9, Angie Mo, Renee B. No, you don't have to change your name. Besides, if you change your name, then I'm going to get frustrated. You guys change your names and then I don't know who you are. I have to know I don't think you guys understand. I have to know your YouTube name and your real name. Do you have any idea how hard that is? And when you go changing your damn YouTube names, then I'm all over the place and I'm all spun out and sputtery. Hey, Kristen Melinda. If that makes sense. Thanks, Deborah Ricci. Jennifer Folsom, I'll have your back when it's all done. I love it, girl, and I knew you would. Speaking of loving a girl, look at that one. Thank you for your super chat, Jennifer. Lupita's here. Vlogging with me is here. We're all here on a Friday night. Well, what is this now? Where did it go? What's it up to? Punky? Oh, there she is. Okay, everybody's been acting weird, and I'm a little tired of the nonsense. Are you even real? You were born next to Christ, born right in the manger next to the Lord. What's your upset? Why are you being sassy? Hey, Ree. Goosebump. It's amazing, but I do it. Pat Jonas, you use your name. I know you do. Meredith Lynn. Let's see. Stella's here. I'm good, Stella. Yes, Abigail, true. Calla made it. Love Calla. Wendy Brewer, don't you though? Don't you? Yeah, I would get confused. Yorkie Mom, please leave your name the way you are. I know you. Don't change it. Carrie C made it. Martha, I'm a lurker, but won't be hard. It's my real name. I'm happy that you came out of lurker mode, Martha. Hey, Holly Day. Gina E was Gina Erickson, but she cut it short. Armine. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And we're just one day at a timing it, because what happens is we get really, thank you, Denise. I'm loving Cobalt so much. It's not easy. I know. It's not easy. Okay. I know, but I'm trying to talk to Denise. It's not easy to find. I'll tell you right now. The only time I find it's silly and it's rude. Did you know that we were live right now? It's incredibly rude, your manners. Now, I know you've never made a mistake because you were born next to Christ, but still, you shouldn't rub it in. Hey, Silverbird. Denise, the only time that I find Cobalt stuff is thrift stores, okay? And we need to change that. There's a few things that I think we need to change hey, Kathy, I'm having trouble with. Okay. Crystal may get a puppy tomorrow. That sounds amazing. She did lose 2 in less than a year. Crystal deserves all the puppies in the world, and she can have them because I don't do puppies ever. When I get a dog, I adopt an older one. Same with cats. They're cute. I don't want it. Don't bring it to my door unless somebody dumps it. And then, of course, I'll take it. Hey, Scorching Scorpio. Thank you. Sierra Terry. Sandra's here. Stella, I'll hopefully be joining. I would love to see you, Stella. That would be amazing. Please don't push yourself, though. If you can't, there's always the next month. Kristen, Melinda, same girl. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Lynette's a lurker as well, but in the hospital. Okay, well, we're sending you a lot of healing vibes, prayers if people pray, but definitely you're in the right place, Lynette, and I hope you're okay. You have a cool name. Hey, Caroline in Canada. Kim, welcome. Life After Jehovah's Witness, welcome. Franca, that's a cool name, and I said it wrong, but love from UK and welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing. Hey, Mandy Albert, welcome to anybody and everybody. New people, not new people. Nordstrom's, okay, I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I only do adult animals. Any updates on pups? You and your mom were helping. We've been no. One of them, the black one that I showed a long time ago, disappeared. Couldn't be more depressed about that. I'm just going to have to let it go and move on. I think about it when it gets really cold, and there's been no updates. The other one that still needs to be rescued, we just take food and treats, and for her cats too. Alicia, you're hilarious. How's my stepdad? Hey, Sandra Ferguson, Pepper Jelly. Thinking about you, Pepper Jelly. He is, thank you for asking, by the way. He's not doing great. He's now doing chemo and radiation, and that is not a good combination. It makes him obviously really weak and unwell, but thank you for asking. But what was I saying? I'm upset about something, and I said I was upset about something, and I can't remember what it was. Because we like to complain here sometimes. Hey, Lazy Silver. Well, a couple things, guys. I don't know if anybody has noticed this, okay? It's a problem. Okay, I have to get honest first. First, okay, two things. I'm a bit of a fraud, and I have to get that out there because somebody probably took my picture today, and it's going to get out there. Yes, I know that too. Well, yes. Your footy paws smell like a hamster cage. They smell like wood chips and honey. And I love it. Quite frankly, I love it. And I don't mind it at all. Oh, incredible. Thank you, Sandra. Lady Mima, thank you. Hey, Lisa Kelson. Okay, that's a lot. I'm so glad you made it, Franca. I don't know, but you have a beautiful name. I was just saying that, Pat Jonas. So a couple things. Again, someone probably took my photo and it's going to get out there. So I might as well say it. I'm embarrassed about something. Again, the haters are going to run with this. I'm a dishonest person and I am being a hypocrite. Okay. So thank you, Nicole. I'll take a look. I did something hypocritical today and I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed and there's no excuse. Okay. Bit of a fraud, Squirrel Girl. I know Chow Yun Smut. Hey, Sherry LeBron. I ate one of the samples today at Costco. I know. I feel myself turning red as I say it. All I do is complain. Hey, Robin Miners. All I do is complain about how I hate when people fling their carts in the middle of nowhere and they abandon their children, their husband, their purse, everything. BJ's Critters. Hey, Candace. Hey, Kat. I know. Look, it was a guy named Monty. First of all, his license plate said Monty. And I was like, look, I'm going to walk up to a guy named Monty, like just in case, you know what I mean? I got to make sure I still got it. Well, Monty was serving this delicious looking, like 7-layer bean dip. And I thought, when in Rome or Tennessee. And then I thought it is Super Bowl Sunday. And we all know how big of a football person I am. Just kidding for the new people. I don't care at all. Kestrel, I know. No, the dip was awful. I said, Monty, how is it? He said, it's pretty good. And I would guess him to be about 75. So I was into it, people. I was into it. It was probably full of arm hairs. For those that don't know, I don't eat at buffets. I don't try Costco samples. I get really angry at people who do the samples at Costco. I swear to God, some people go to Costco to eat lunch. Okay. They literally go from table to table, hairnet to hairnet, and just fling their carts in the middle of nowhere. And I cannot tell you, I don't have high blood pressure, but I'm pretty sure that I get high blood pressure. Yeah, Jennifer Folsom. And I get really pissed because somebody sees a half of a chicken nugget, and God forbid they've got 3 kids in their cart. One of them's a freaking infant. Okay. One of them's an infant. The other 2 are like 3 and 5. Okay. They literally go, see you kids. And they leave their purse, their wallet, they leave their children, and they push it. And then I got to raise these kids. Okay. I got to take the kids because you left your kids. And they go try Beyond Burger crumbles or a blueberry, perhaps, maybe a gummy bear if you're lucky. Okay. Look, I love peanut brittle as much as the next person. I'm not going to leave my bag and children. That's not true. I might leave the kids. I don't know. It depends on the kids. I was just talking to someone today and I said, I'm so glad I only had 1 kid. They're overrated. I don't want to. I'm not interested. This is what I'm interested in. Okay. So the other reason I get very judgy of people who do the Costco samples. Okay. So one thing, you left your children. Cool. That's cool. Like, it's okay to just abandon our kids in a giant warehouse where there are predators all over. Okay. All right. I'm sure all the people that went to the Diddy freak offs hung out at Costco and ate samples, and you left your kids all around these people. I hope you feel bad about it. The other problem I have with this, okay, I want everyone right now to test this out. First of all, here's the number one. Every time you walk by a sample, somebody's going to go, there's that. You're welcome. And by the way, that was a sneeze and a cough. It was a snuff. Okay. The other thing is Costco sample freak offs. Look it up, Kristen Melinda. If you don't believe me, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Costco freak offs. Yep. The other thing is this. Everybody test this out right now. I know that you exist still. Everybody knows your life. We all know that you were born next to the Lord. Everybody knows that you're a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs. The other thing, everybody test this out, okay? Oh, Pam, I love it when you do that. Thank you for gifting memberships. Dang, girl, that's so nice. Thanks, Annika's mom. Mucus dip. Yeah, I had mucus dip. Thank you for pointing that out, Denise. Hi, Debbie Blair. Hey, love yourself. Test this out for me, everybody. Okay. All right. So if the snuff wasn't enough, okay, if that's not enough for you, everybody test this out. Okay. Look at your arm hairs in the light. I want everybody to do this, or your beard hairs. If you're me, I'm Italian. Okay. So I'm a bit of a snuffleupagus, if you will, or a Yeti, whatever you would call that. I want you to take a look at your arm, okay? Pull a little bit on your arm hairs or blow on your arm hairs and see how fast they fall off. Your arm hairs are useless. They're just like a fake plant, okay? You know how when you buy a fake plant, hey, little bubble, and 1 or 2 of the petals are going to fall off. It happens every time I go to TJ Maxx. Your arm hairs have no real use. They're not real, kind of like your spleen, okay? It's just there. It doesn't actually do anything. So your arm hairs are just for either looking attractive or looking like a bear, okay? Lucky for me, I'm blonde and you can't see my arm hairs. Here's the problem. If you pull and tug a little bit on those arm hairs, they're going right into your food, your samples. And no question. No question. Nose hairs, if you've got those. I don't have those yet so much. Nose hairs, arm hairs, beard hairs, snuffs. So the next time you're at Costco and you want to abandon your entire family of 6 and your purse, okay? Hey, Cece, I want you to think about Now, here's the reason. I know it's going to be everywhere. Everybody, I mean, paparazzi were everywhere. Everybody took my picture sampling from Monty today. Look, he was cute. Okay. He didn't have any hair. That was another thing. He had no hair. But I have no doubt if I said this too, this is an actual statistic proved by scientists. There are more floating arm hairs just in your daily life than there are ghosts. Okay. I want you to think about that next time. Next time you go to a buffet, next time you go to Costco and you see those samples that your lady with the hairnet, it's a fact. It's a proven fact. If you just take a look, like don't look at things, just look at the air. Like don't focus on the wall, look at the air, okay? You know what I mean? Look at the air. Don't look at any objects, just look at the air. Yes, yes, we know, we know. Just look at the air, okay? Just do this. Billions of arm hairs. This is what the word. Yes, my love. We know that you're extra needy all the time. Hey, I love you, Rogue Hedgie. I love Cheris too. Simply blow into the air next time, anywhere you're at. Sandra Ferguson. These are sapphires from one of my favorite gals in Charleston. It's called Theodosia, Dosia. Love her. Jenny, she owns it. This one is Italian old vintage glass. And this was made by the owner of the store Mast, M-A-S-T. I told you guys to follow her. She's from Denmark, and she's a jeweler. She makes things. Her name is Sophia, Sofia Albertson, Son on Instagram. She made this for me. I had her make this for me. She's got these vintage, I think she calls them Vitaglio or some shit like that. I don't know, but I love it. Thank you for noticing. What is the name of Gertrude today? What were we calling you earlier? Was it Lila or Lily? I think it was Lila. Hey, Joe. What'd you say, Joe? Reese, don't ruin. Did he say don't ruin buffets for me? It's hard enough trying to get Rain to go with me. You know what? Rain's not going to go with you, and I know why. Rain is super picky. I saw that in the store we were shopping in last week, Joe. It's not going to happen for you. Okay. You're going to have to go swallow down your arm hairs by yourself. Okay. Hey, Heather. I did not take Gertie to Costco. I did not because she's too fresh and she's been kissed by the Lord. And she was born right next to Christ in the manger on a Thursday evening near the North Star. And the three men brought the mirth and the gold. And they pointed to the North Star, and then they pointed to this one, and they said, so shall it be. Let there be frosted mini wheats with eyes. Oh, what are these frames? These are old. Mark Jacobs, it's MMJ462 is the style number. I've had these for like 20 years. Yeah, Wanda, me too. Yes, they said, so mote it be. So mote it be, and let there be light, and let there be little hay bales with a nose. And may they smell like warm honey and wood chips. And they shall come to fruition on this Thursday next to Christ the Lord. And then they grew up together, running and frolicking through the fields. And Christ held her little hand, and they ran together, and she ran on her hind legs like a person. Is that what happened? Yes, it is. That's what you told us. She does, kind of, Denise. So that's where I'm going with this. And my sister also attends BJ's instead of Costco, Abigail. I've never been to a BJ's wholesale store. So anyway, I cheated today. I am a fraud. I am a liar, and I want everyone to know. No, not yet. Life After Jehovah's Witness. I want, hey, Sid, I want everybody to know that I did the number one thing today that I am very against and that I have shamed people for, both online and in the store. And yes, I did it. And I'm sorry I did it because the dip was awful. I wanted to get it. And I said, Monty, it's not good enough for me. It's not good enough. The other thing that's weird, and I just want to say a couple things. There's some new things on the horizon here. It's scandalous, Kristen, Melinda. It's pretty scandalous, and it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere because they love to write about me. And this one I can't deny, and I'm embarrassed. Yeah, there's a store called BJ's, Helena. There's also a store called Dick's. Not kidding. Sporting goods. I know. Hey, Leticia. So I just want to get that out of the way. Okay. For those of you that are just joining us, if you're going to go back and see it, you're going to see it. And there's nothing I can do to avoid it. I'm sure somebody took my picture with Monty. They're probably going to send it to Tommy. And it's just the way the world works. And that's the way that the Lord wanted it to be. I know you are, Chow Yun Smile. There's some serious people that have known me a long time. And she said she's shaken up at this scandalous behavior. I get it. I get it. Rain, one of my longtime close friends. This controversy may be where I leave you, Reese. I'm not sure I can get past it. I understand. Do me a favor, Rain. Do me a favor, guys. Do what everybody else does and send me an email that you can no longer be my friend. I love you too, Jam Jam. And Jam Jam, I'll lose you. Don't go back and listen to what I just said, or Jam Jam will leave us as well. I got an email from someone. This is terrible. Shall I unsubscribe? I got an email from someone, no joke, the other day. And the title of the email was canceled my membership. And I thought, oh, this, speaking of scandalous. Oh my sweet stars. Oh, that smells amazing too. You're absolutely incredible. I'm so impressed by your life. You've never once made a mistake in your whole living. Every single thing has been perfection. It's unreal. I know, Jellycats, it's a lot. I got an email. I love you, Kestrel. Jamie Palmer is the only one staying. You guys are sick. Jamie Palmer and I are going to ride off into the sunset together. You guys are rude as shit. Listen to me. I got an email and it said canceled membership. And it was from a lady, and I'm not going to say who, but she did have a vagina. I wish I had that lobster snack I passed because I scared you would know. Tony Suter, are you trying to say that you tested out some lobster at Costco? I find that hard to believe. Rachel, good to see you, girl. And she said, Reese is my favorite digital panhandler. Buffy, thank you for that. Thank you. And Buffy's not leaving. So it'll be me, Buffy, Jamie Palmer. Have it your way. Damasio, I mean, it's not that juicy, but this lady sends me an email and she says, Nancy. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Hey, Iwa, I was up to now, I was hoping we could be friends. Now I have to rethink. Liz Trix, you're not going anywhere. Forget it. So she sends me an email and she says, this is specific. I feel kind of bad saying this because if she's watching, she's a goner. Kat, I know it, girl. She said, I had a membership and I just canceled it. However, I will stay subscribed. And she said, I'm canceling my membership because you are very supportive of Nora. And I shall be canceling. We know that you exist. Good Lord, child. Because, hey, whine a little bit more. Because of your support for Nora. Now, but she is going to say subscribed. She said, I'll stay subscribed, but I'm not going to be a member. And I said, you know what? You got to live your life right. You got to do it right. You got all these things you got to be doing. You got to wake up every day. You got to make money. You teach a man to fish. There's no I in team. Okay. Everybody remember that. Okay. So I've never said I'm a friend of Nora's. Just to make that clear. I got no skin in the game with Nora, nor will I ever have skin in the game with Nora. I have always said, "Hey, hope between the dreams." I will never. I don't tear down other content creators. First of all, this is not the place for that. We don't do drama, and we don't do drama, nor a drama, right? We don't do any drama. So I support Nora as far as I hope that I've said this before. I think she's very hurt. I think she's trying to better herself, just like the rest of us. And if that's showing my support by saying I won't tear people down and trash people, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Nora, but I also know a lot of people love Nora. And the thing is, I know where she came from, and I'm not going to trash her. I'm not really interested in trashing people if you haven't noticed. Now, sometimes it slips, guys. Sometimes when it's Shark Week, you know, sometimes I ovulate and I get a little bit crabby, and I'm a Cancer sign. But to be honest, I'm not going to be doing any drama over here. So if that's what you come for, I mean, I say that now. If some drama hits me like right in my lane, sure, maybe we'll see some. I can't guarantee no drama, but I really, really, really try to stay out of that. But anyway, I thought it was weird. I thought it was really strange. Yeah, she's hurt. The girl is hurt. She's not evil. Good Lord. She's hurt. Does anybody notice that when someone is yelling and upset and crying, like that's a sign that they're reaching for help, maybe? Like they're hurt. This is their way of voicing it. I'm not saying her delivery is the best, but sweet Jesus. Pardon me. I know you were born next to him. I meant it in a kind way. Yeah, I think she's hurt. I don't know anything else about her. I'm not Nora's best friend, but good Lord, there's room for all of us on YouTube, by the way. There's room for everybody. You know what you do? You change the channel. Old school. Change the channel. You don't like it? Change the channel. I don't know why you have to hang out with us if you don't like us. Although I do say, please hang out even if you hate me. Hate watch me because it gives me views. But I'm serious. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely, Abigail. Hey, Kevin. It's so weird to me to take the time, guys. How many times? I say it every time. If you go to the restaurant and you hated it, you don't have to write a 10-page review about it. You just don't have to go back. And it's weird when people hate me and they come back to watch me because it literally reminds me of, let's go eat in that restaurant again. Remember we shit our pants and we vomited with food poisoning? Let's go eat there again. If this channel isn't for you, that's perfectly okay. I don't want to be your food poisoning. I don't want to be your Chipotle that you don't like. I love Chipotle. Stop trying to talk me out of it, first of all. Okay. I think it's rude. Now, yeah, I'm not going to trash it. What is it this time? Good Lord, Sally. I'm not going to. I'm not going to trash other. I love Chipotle, and I'm tired of being talked out of it. I'm tired of people trashing Chipotle. Absolutely, silence is the best revenge slash weapon. I think you were just as supportive of Nora as you are of Aaron. It's all ridiculous. Yeah, I love you. I love Natalie. I love Aaron. I love Jenna. So what? Lisa Kelson wins for the night. Yes, absolutely. Like, what's the deal? We don't need to. I'm not going to do it, guys. You're not going to find it here. We don't need to. Be my internet botulism. I can do that for you. I can be your trichinosis. Absolutely. Hey, Shell. Her breath, it's not terrible. I love Chipotle too. Katie did it. And to be honest, Tommy does not. And it pisses me off every time. It's tough being Switzerland. It's not that I'm Switzerland. I have my own opinions and thoughts about people, but I don't need to bring that here. They're trying to do this is our job, by the way. Like a lot of us make money doing this. Sorry. A lot of us make money doing this and we want to succeed. And there's room for that. Like let people try to succeed and be successful. Let them. Just because I disagree with another content creator doesn't mean I need to swerve into their lane and crash into their car. That's stupid. You know why? Because I got a lot of probs. I got a lot of problems and I need to deal with my own problems. Hold on, guys. All right. Yeah, Abdazzle. I mean, what a grown-up thing to do. Can I do another stream with Natalie? I mean, if she reaches out, I know that she's in Hawaii right now. I think she's with her family, but yeah, I would love to do something with her at some point. But yeah, I'm not, it's weird because I have so many problems that I want to unpack. That's what this channel's about. Joe, don't be leaving me. That's what this channel's about, right? Like we take it day by day. And again, we go to Costco and we do things we shouldn't have. And I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. But again, I gotta stay ahead of the game. I gotta stay ahead of the hate. Okay. Because somebody took a picture probably and they're gonna put it out there. And I want you to know I tried a Costco sample. I'm ashamed. I am embarrassed. Me too, Anna Banana. And that's a thing. That's a thing for me. Wanda, nothing's going on. We're just talking about silly nonsense. You don't need to take the time to tell me that you're unsubscribing from my channel. If you hate the restaurant, you don't have to go back. I know people say this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce when you're departing. It's like that. Now, if you want to, for instance, I've had some longtime people from this show, and I won't name them because you guys know who they are. I have had some longtime people reach out and say, hey, love you, but moving on. Don't want to be around you anymore. I hate your face. Love you, but I hate everything about you. That old chestnut. No, Jessica, it was terrible. It was awful, actually. And I respond to, hey, Mary, thinking about you, girl. I respond to all of those usually. And I say, okay, thank you. Thank you for the death threats. And I will avoid any wooden nickels. Okay. A little bit late, but child-free weekend. You don't have Lucas? You look lovely in cobalt. Thank you, Lydia. Dang, girl, live it up. Live it up. Yes, there is a Colts and Crims tonight, Four Horsemen. I got confirmation. We will be. It shall be. So mote it be. You don't have to follow and not follow just because of peer pressure. Guys, look, just because all of your friends are watching me and trying to get on the relatable Reese doesn't mean you have to do it too. Okay. You don't have to follow. You don't have to do it too. I recommend that you do because who knows what the hell's going to happen over here. Hey, Downs mom. Thank you, Kala. Dang girl. Thanks, Kala. But don't feel obligated to be here. But please, before, hit unsubscribe, but continue to hate watch. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay. But if you feel the need to send me a letter explaining why you're not going to subscribe anymore and you're punishing me that way, I understand and I will move on with my life. And I will continue to sleep with a fan on and a heating pad at night. Hey, V. McWilliams, you're having a nap? I get that. No wooden nickel here, though. I love Alana. Thank you for being here, by the way. I was late, ran as fast as I could to catch up with Reese bus, and now I'm here announcing my arrival. I love you, baby steps. You were catching on with the Reese bus. I love that. Thank you, Ree. And thank you for your super chat. What now? What is it, Lydia? Good Lord. By the way, Lydia Krause, I don't know if you know this. I call her Lydia all the time. The other thing that I'm a little bit upset about, okay, and then we're going to go into what I want to do. And this is going to sound weird. I went to Target today because I needed laundry soap. Look, I live so far away. It is so weird to go into places these days. Like I went into a Target and it has been so long. Hey, Just Julia. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. It was so neat to see a Target today. I was so excited. However, look, I'm just going to say it, and I don't know how many of you can relate to this. Has anybody noticed that the world got rid of this one grocery item? You can't find it anywhere anymore, and I think it's odd, unless it's Tennessee. I used to buy them all the time in Kansas City. Okay, you go into the Hispanic foods aisle. I think they call it the international foods aisle at Publix. Okay, no, not eggs. It's a little short can, if you will. Okay, if you will, stay with me. Not green chilies. Okay, it looks like, hey, Lumen, it looks like a can of the green chilies that we all buy when we make, Hispanic dishes. Okay, stay with me. It is not green chilies. I repeat, it is not green chilies. Debbie, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I know, Squirrel Girl. It's the same size can. Kim is blue. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Carrie Brown, it's the same size can. Why can't I find a little can of chopped up jalapenos? They're nowhere to be found. They stopped making them. It's absolutely off the market. It's off the shelves and it's weird. It's very weird. I talked to somebody at Target about it and they said, I don't know what to do for you. And I said, I know what to do. I'm going to lose sleep. That's what I'm going to do. It's a small can. Okay. Stay with me on this. Same size as the green chili can. Nowhere. Nope. It's not It's not seasonal. It's not in a jar, Dawn. I looked everywhere. Okay. I was on the floor. I was like crawling on my belly at Target on the floor. Hey, Christian B. Publix has Hatch chilies. Yes. What brand? Any brand. DOA loves rainbows. I've bought the Target brand. I've bought the, other brands that you know about. They don't make them. And I couldn't be more pissed about this. I'm really upset. I eat a lot of jalapenos and I cook with them. And I checked Target. I've been checking Publix. I have not checked Kroger, but I probably should. Okay. I'm pretty upset about this. And it's one of those mysteries that it's like, what happened? Like it disappeared. I want to know what happened. I get it. Kim is blue. Kim says, chop up a jalapeno. Well, I have to do that, right? Yes. I do. I chop them fresh. But sometimes it's, oh, we know. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. No question. Liz, I haven't checked Walmart. Yeah, well, Heather, I buy jars of jalapenos, guys. I make nachos all the time. I buy sliced jalapenos. Look, I get how jalapenos work. I'm just telling you, you just pop open a little can of them and they're chopped, okay? They don't exist anymore. Hey, Molly. So I just want that to be on your radar, okay? I want you guys to understand that that's upsetting and it's missing from my life and it's something that I've really noticed. Amazon has them. I don't order food on Amazon. Who orders food on Amazon? I'm just saying I want you guys to be aware of it. You know, sometimes I spread awareness, whether it be about gestures or jalapenos or creepy Shriners. And sometimes we want to spread unawareness. Okay. Sometimes I don't want to be so aware. I'd like to have some unawareness spread about things as well. This is not that. Wow, really, really incred, really smash. Interesting. Yes, babe, we know it. And you're little. Oh my God, so dainty. I've never ordered food on it. That's not true. One time, again, I will admit to this. It was Amazon Prime Day, and I saw, remember when Tommy got me addicted to Pop-Tarts? Well, I got really excited on Prime Day and they were on sale. And I didn't realize that I ordered like 72 pack of Pop-Tarts. Now I've made my way. That was like early summer and we're down to the wire on those. But I ordered a lot of them. I've never ordered food. Interesting. You know what I miss too? World markets. When you live out in the middle of nowhere, you miss a lot of things. Speaking of missing, okay, I want to talk about one other thing. I'm not going to stay on too long because apparently we're going to do a Colton Crims. She does. Sarah Halliday, welcome over here, girl. I remember you. And you have a cute dog too. Cute. There's something I want to do that I've never done. And I thought about it today. Diced jalapenos. Yes, Duchess Diana. That's what I mean. Just little chopped up diced ones. Okay. Sometimes you don't want to do it yourself. Heather, what highlighter? Interesting you bring that up. I just got a new one and I'm not loving it, but you're right. You do really see it. What the hell is that noise? Hopefully no one's breaking in the house. It's Armani. It's an Armani one. And I got it in like the champagne color because they come in a range of colors and some of them were, I got cherry Pop-Tarts, Claire. Some of them were too dark, like for my complexion. So I got this like blushy champagne color. Sarah, I love that. I have a poodle as well. He's down here on the ground sleeping and he's large. He's like 85 pounds. All right. Here's the other thing. Yeah, fancy face. Shannon C., thank you. I think it's, do you mind if I set you down or okay? I thought of something today that I want to do that I've never done before. Now, stay with me on this. I know, Hope Between the Dreams. I love World Market. Stay with me on this. Do you guys hear that? I know what it is. I'm doing Huxley's laundry, and it must be in the spin cycle. Lisa, I wish I did, girl. Chow Yun Smut. I'm just going to set you right here. God dang, girl. Huxley and I were, Wanda, I was making fun of it. Hey, K-Fig. Huxley and I he was off school today. This is weird. They cancel school here when it rains. They cancel school here pretty much every day, pretty much. Yeah, I would say if it rains for more than, I think, 4 to 6 minutes, they cancel school. But they canceled school today and Monday because if everybody's sick, apparently, except us. So Huxley and I spent the day together. We had so much fun. We went all around town. We were laughing. We were dancing in the car. We were just having a good time. And Four Horsemen, I can go. I just don't ever go. I don't go into town very often. Hey, Jin. Nicole, I'm waiting to hear. The school's not doing anything about that. I'm waiting to hear from an attorney. Hey, Duchess Diana. Something that I want to do that I never did as a Scientologist. This is weird. Okay. This is weird. Something that I never did. Well, I didn't do a lot of things. Like, I guess it makes sense. I always wanted a prom. I never got to have a prom. I didn't go to high school. Right. I always wanted to have a boyfriend close to my age. Just kidding. That's not true at all. No, I like him definitely at least 30 years older, and I always have. There's certain things that I missed out on. And now that I'm finding a little bit more confidence in myself, I'm not lying. I feel a lot different as far as like the self-confidence thing. We've been talking about that. Yeah, Jamie, I'm not kidding. How do you guys feel? I kind of want to go out. I don't have any friends. I mean, Angie Moe is local. I could hit her up, but I've never done that before. What do you guys think? I kind of want to go out and like that. What do you guys think about that? Where do you go to do that? Like, I want to go listen to some music and just kind of like, I've never done that before. Is that clubbing? Like, is that like a club hall? What do you guys call that? I've heard Tommy call it like a club. Is it a club hall? Clubbing at the hall? Dancing. I don't know, but that just sounds fun to me. Like, I kind of want to go listen to some music. Oh, yeah. Huxley wanted to come in. I forgot. He wanted to come say hi to you guys. He's about to go work out. I don't want to go clubbing. No, that sounds weird. That sounds like something that really young people do. Women's Warrior subscribed last night after the live. Thank you for being here, Women's Warrior. I remember you last night. I hope you stay subscribed. Don't let this stream run you off, new people. Don't, because it changes all the time. Yeah, I kind of want to go live it up. Yes, that's what I want to do, Joe Virus. And I want to do it with you and Rain. How can I do that? I want to go listen to an 80s night somewhere. Like, I don't want to go listen to some Alan Jackson. Look, I like country, okay, but like, it's not my thing. I'd like to go to an 80s night. Like, I've never danced before. I danced with Jeff like at a black tie thing once, but like, hey, Hux, you can come in. Hux wanted to come in and say hi to you guys. Does that sound like fun? Does anybody do that anymore? Like, do people? Well, there's your brother.
Hey.
There's the poodle.
Yeah.
I
ate all the gushers.
It's literally clubbing. I don't know about clubbing. I'm 40. Isn't there an age limit? Like, won't they ask for my ID at the door and then say you got to leave? Like, I don't think you can club past 25. Roller rinks, Kim.
Pick her up. My hands are full.
Silly. Would I dress 80s for 80s night? You better believe it. What are you doing up? Just came home from a night out. See, Anna goes out partying. Anna looks amazing, by the way. Anna, I'm loving your new look.
Hey, everybody.
Here, let's do that.
Just want to say hi to y'all.
Yeah, Hux wanted to say hi to everybody. We had a fun day. I was just hold your sister. Huxley is signed up for baseball, but we haven't started it yet. What did we do today? We had a good day, did we not?
Yeah, we had a good day. We went and ran some errands and
We went to Target,
Target,
Costco.
TJ's.
I told everybody I cheated and tried a Costco sample.
Oh yeah, they're not bad. I don't try them.
Yeah,
I
but
used to.
did you see me try the bean dip?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't very good. You said
No, it was terrible. But I'm embarrassed because I don't promote trying Costco samples because there's a lot of arm hairs in it.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke with you and Tommy would be so much fun. Okay, so that's the other thing. Yeah, I kind of want to go out. I've never done it before. I've never drank. Like, I don't want to drink. I'm not going to drink, but I kind of want to go out. Hux, I kind of want to go out.
Well, let's do it.
Huxley. Regulars at my club nights that are in their 60s and 70s, age 21 and up. How does it work? Do you just dance with random people? Do you dance with other people? What do you do? Like, what do you do when you go out? The other thing is, I want to do a meetup. He hasn't started his baseball lessons yet, Damasio. We're probably more going to do it in the spring.
Yeah, they're not.
But we haven't started them yet. What do you feel about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I want the Chiefs to win, but yeah, the baseball lessons, like
It's
they do, it's a winner. Yeah,
yeah.
Do it.
I mean, I could, Shell. Okay, Tammy.
But yeah, definitely spring.
Yes. What do you think about the Super Bowl?
I want the Chiefs to win, but I think the Eagles are gonna. I think the Eagles have a pretty good chance of winning.
Really?
Yeah, got a pretty good team going.
Is he like super ripped? By the way, like look at this. Huxley works out like 4 hours a day. Look at his arm. His arm is bigger than Tommy's. It's weird.
I don't know about that. Tommy's pretty.
What position do you play, Hux? Are you going to play?
Outfield.
Your clothes are done.
Yeah, I'll go switch them.
Outfield.
I'm gonna get off in a minute, but
yeah, goosebump. Did you see that arm? Welcome to the gun show.
Yeah.
Don't go alone if it's your first time out. I don't think I have. Hey, Crafty Chris. I don't think I have the guts to go alone. Like, do I just walk into a place alone and just like go? Like, what do I do? No, I'm not going to do that. I have to.
Cool new logo, by the way.
Helena made that.
Really?
And Kathy put it there. Yeah,
good
isn't
job,
that cool?
Helena.
I know. It is super talented. It has a fox on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch football, but apparently it's going to be the Chiefs. A karaoke meetup, Carrie C, would be so fun. Any school dances coming up? You live out in the sticks, so probably not.
Probably at the end of the year, but I don't know.
Go with my sister or my mom? No, neither one of them would do that. Kim is blue. That's hilarious.
Love that song.
We were at a Scottish bar. Anna Witt, I wish I could fly to you to enjoy that. That would be so much fun. You need a dancing buddy. Hey, Mommy of Dragons. You need a friend. I need a friend to go with. Yeah, I'll try to find a friend. I mean, again, Angie Moe is local. I don't know if Angie Moe would go with me, but I feel like she would. I feel like if is she not here? It's weird that she's not here. I kind of want to go out dancing. I'm going for Philadelphia, says Abigail.
I honestly think Philadelphia might win. I'm not gonna. Philadelphia has a really good team, especially with Saquon Barkley. He's a super weapon.
Who's doing the halftime show?
The rapper, I think. I forgot his name.
Huxley and I were talking about last year.
The what?
The Lions.
Oh yeah, the Lions.
Huxley loved the Lions last year.
I still do, but I'm not.
What happened when they lost?
I was quietly tearing up, crying in front of the TV.
Huxley cried about it.
We were my Barry Sanders jersey, my Lions jersey.
Oh, Don bought you that. I remember that jersey. I don't know why I laugh at that. It's sad. It's not funny, but you cried. He cried about it last year. I remember it. He was sitting there watching that game like this, like really intently looking at the TV, and he started crying. I just laugh because men are so much different than women. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine it. Yeah, Women's Warrior, we've done that. Tommy and I, and then I've done it by myself where we have a subscribers meetup. They did a subscribers cruise, and that's something else I want to talk about. Yeah, you remember when Hux was sad about it last year? Yeah, it's sad to see your team lose. I just don't know anything about sports.
Yeah.
Don't cry shame him. Oh, I know. No, it's perfectly okay.
No, it's
to cry.
funny looking back on it.
We were I'm laughing because he was laughing in the car earlier. We were actually really cracking up about it in the car.
Like when they lost this year, I didn't cry about. I think I don't know what I was doing, but I was like, oh, maybe next year. You know.
I remember you were holding your
Kinda used to
jersey.
it. Yeah. Or I had it on or something.
Thank you, Heather.
But yeah, I'm kind of used to it now.
Yeah, it's funny now. It's funny
Yeah.
to laugh at now.
Well, yeah, I'm used to them. Like they, they lost last year and then they lost this year. But they kind of lose a lot.
So you think the
But they're
Chiefs?
good.
You think they're going to beat the Chiefs?
I think so. But
Wow.
can never count out Mahomes.
You know, I don't like the Chiefs. I think they're cocky. I mean, I like Mahomes. I think he's a cool dude. What's
I
that
love the
guy's
Chiefs,
name?
though.
What's the guy I don't like? Kelsey.
Oh,
that guy's such a dick swinger. I don't like him. That's true, Carolina B. I don't like him. I think Taylor could do better, but I tried calling her. She didn't call me back. Your brother and I would be honored to take me out on the town. That would be so fun. Does your brother dance? Like, I want to go dancing. I mean, Tommy said he's coming here. It would be fun to bring Tommy and go to. Wonder if Tommy would do that. We'll have to ask him tonight on Colts and Crims. I kind of feel like Tommy, that's not his thing these days. I don't think he would do it. But I'll tell you one thing. Like, it would be so fun to go out and go dancing and like rub up all over Tommy and kick around and line dance and do hoedowns. I mean, we are in the South.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
It's probably all country. What time is Colts and Crims? It's 6:30, probably in about an hour and a half. Let me ask him, actually.
But yeah, the Chiefs are like the old Patriots. Mahomes is like the new Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm not into football either. Hey, Raymond. I think Tommy would. Sarah, do you think? I don't think he would go out dancing. I don't think he would. Yeah, Calla. Colton Crims is a channel that Tommy and I started together. What would be your karaoke song? Does Hux sing?
I don't sing.
I
can.
Karaoke song? Probably some 80s song, like something by the Eagles or, no, I think I would sing Back on the Chain Gang by the Pretenders. I found a picture of you. Do you have any girlfriends?
No.
Don't lie.
All right, I've been through this before.
Wait.
You know.
Smile if you're lying. I knew it.
I don't have.
Why do you do this every time? You're 15. You're practically an adult. Like,
I just don't really.
You can have a girlfriend in 10 years. It's not a big deal.
No, I will.
Good night, Carolina B.
I honestly don't.
Joe Virus. You don't want a girlfriend?
Too much work. No. I don't got a full-time job, so.
It is a lot of work. Do you agree with that? The girlfriends are too much work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if you get a job, then you got money coming in,
Huxley, is that hey, Catherine B, is that
yeah.
Is this a reflection on me? Are you trying to say that girls are expensive because your mom's expensive?
Well, I mean, I don't mean like that, but I mean like more so that like you need to like, you need to pay for food. You need to. No, I mean, I guess if they.
You're 15.
No, I mean like when I'm a grown man, when I have a wife, I'll need to like pay the bills and stuff,
Okay.
But when you have just a girlfriend, I mean, you're in high school, you're not paying for a house yet. I don't need a full career yet.
Amen to that. He just doesn't want to be broke. I get that.
I want to be a broke guy.
But you don't have any kind of a girlfriend that you're into. Are there any cute girls that you're interested in?
Yeah, I just don't really pay attention. I mean,
what's her name?
Layla, I think.
Layla? That's a cute name. That's a cute little country name. Does she wear cowgirl boots?
Yeah, sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's adorable. Does she like you? I bet she does.
Yeah.
Huxley is so cute.
Yeah, we talk in class sometimes. So.
That is cute. Layla?
Yeah, I like that name.
Huxley and Layla. That's
funny.
cute. I'm starting to feel like I could approve of this at some point in a couple of years.
Hmm.
Does she have a Southern accent?
Hmm.
No way.
Yeah, not like my school principal.
What about your other weird friends?
Yeah, not like them.
Yeah.
Well, not
Huxley,
all of them have country accents.
some of them are, he comes home and
Kind of like
says
me.
they're like super country. What did that kid say the other day?
Don't piss down my back. Tell me, dream.
Yeah. Don't bring that into this house.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
say it sometimes. just
we
for
don't
fun.
talk like that.
Yeah, I think it means like don't talk behind my back.
I don't even know what the hell it means. It's like saying, remember how Jeff used to say what's good for the goose
Yeah, I
is
was just
good
gonna
for the
say that.
gander? I don't know what the hell what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Sometimes people have sayings and you're like, yep,
Mhm.
it's good for the gander, all right. I don't know what it means.
Well, Fred used to say that a lot.
You know what I do miss? One thing that Jeff used to say to me all the time, and the reason I miss it, I saw it on my coffee mug this morning and I remembered it. He always used to call me a silly goose. And he meant it. Remember, it was like some old man, like dad thing. Like I would say something, he'd be like, "No, you silly goose." And I was like, "Oh my God, he means it." He wasn't even kidding. Like it was serious. He'd be like, "You silly goose." I was like, "Wow, this is really, you can really see the age difference." I'm madder than a wet cat. Oh, yeah. What was the other one you learned?
Busier than a cat on a hot tin roof or something like that.
Possum, wasn't it? Or no, you were happier than a
Happier than
possum.
possum eat a sweet tater.
Happier than a possum with a sweet titer. They say really strange things, and I don't.
Get some more.
It's different. It's definitely different. Silly goose is so cute. Silly goose, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cute. I do miss that. Madder than a fish on a rock.
Never heard that one.
That's tough. Yeah, that's rough. That's sad. Uh, Goose is a girl goose, and a boy is a gander goose. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So what's good for the girl is good for the boy? Well, that's not true. Why would anybody spread those lies? Ask Tommy.
I don't know what gander is.
Gander is a boy goose. Raymond just said a gander is a boy goose. Are you sure? I don't think that's true, because what about when you're at an antique store and you're like, "Can I just take a gander at that real quick?" I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Am I saying that right? Can we get a gander at that?
Somebody said, wait. Wait. I don't know where it went.
Up to my ass in alligators?
Yeah, that one.
Wow. Colder than a bear's nose? Okay. Yeah, this is getting weird real fast. It's true. A gander is a male group. Then why do we say, can you take a gander at that? I don't know anything, and it's probably not best to put that on display. What is this obsession with geese, by the way? Why did he constantly say what's good for the goose is good for the gander? But then he'd turn around in the same sentence and go, "You silly goose." It was almost accusatory. Like it wasn't funny. He was never like, "You silly goose." It was like, "You silly goose." Like it was weird. It was uncomfortable for me. Oh my God, Huxley.
What did I say? The Po box?
I said it.
Oh, yeah, you said it.
The Po box. I forgot about that. Like a cat on a hot tin roof. Yeah, that's true too, Rachel.
Hot tin roof.
Yeah. You silly golden goose. That's pretty good. I like that, Kim is blue. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I think people all said a couple. I just don't remember.
Okay.
Know some.
Also means a look or a glance. Okay, so I'm saying that right. Real Alexa. A gaggle of geese? What is the obsession with the geese?
I don't know. Whoever made it up.
Wow. You silly goose.
Busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
What the hell is that?
Italian smut.
A one-armed paper hanger? What the hell is a one-armed paper hanger?
I don't know, but it's pretty funny.
This is what I mean. I think we need to kind of phase these out because, quite honestly, guys, it's 2025. And I think it's time to phase this crap out. It's a little much. It's a little too much for me. Speaking of 2025, I've heard of that one, Kestrel. Speaking of 2025, guess what tomorrow is, everybody? Guess what tomorrow is? Everybody take a guess. A lot of you will know. A lot of you will not. Raymond, where did that come from? So many old sayings. It's weird. Woo! Yes, tomorrow is Fred's birthday. How old will Fred be tomorrow, everybody? 101. Fred would be 101 tomorrow. He was born in 2024. And so,
Or 1924.
or 1924. You know what I mean. What's good
Oh.
for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah.
The Poe box. So tomorrow, I was thinking if you guys were around, maybe earlier in the day, would you be up for? I love that. Happy birthday to your stepdad, Chow Yun Smut.
Happy birthday. So
Lots of healing vibes to him. He'll be 101 tomorrow, and I thought if you guys are up for it, I was going to have Kathy Ann help me upload some of Fred's. Yes, Charlotte. I was going to have her help me upload some of his videos so we can actually watch them here and celebrate his birthday tomorrow. Would you guys be up for that? I love that, Armine. Maybe more in the afternoon tomorrow, like an earlier afternoon stream of celebrating Fred. And I thought we would talk about Fred, talk about happy early birthday, Sandra. Nicole, Fred is my husband who passed away, which probably is about to confuse you because he was super old. But Fred was my husband who died. And so I thought if you guys would be up for it, and like Nicole right there, she doesn't know who he was. So I would talk about Fred, talk about the story of Fred, and celebrate him a little bit tomorrow, and then play some of his other piano videos. I thought that would be really fun. Okay, Alana, that's okay. I was married to Fred. Yes, Kim, we were married. Yes. And it's a really cool story if you don't know the story of Fred. He's a really special, was a very, very accomplished, interesting man. He played the piano for 90 years. And he was just, I like old men. Fred was especially old, but it was a really, really special story. Do you have anything you want to say about Fred?
he had a lot of wisdom. He was
funny
the best
too.
man I ever met because he was raised right. That's for sure.
I think so. I think Fred was raised really well. He had some amazing stories.
His dad passed away when he was real little, I think.
No,
No, he didn't.
no. Are you thinking of Peepaw?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of people.
Peepaw's dad passed away when he was 10. You probably don't remember Fred that well. I mean, you remember him, I'm sure, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, I was on.
I'm trying to find. Oh my God, you guys.
Well, I was very.
Do you guys want to see a picture of Huxley when he was really little and see his hair? Everybody's seen this. Not everybody, but look at his hair. Look at this child's hair. Look at him. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Not so much hair now. Hair doesn't look very good today, but
Look at Nene.
that's how it is. Oh wow.
She was like 18.
Very young,
yeah, she was 18. That's a picture of my mom
Black
when
and
she
white
was
picture.
18.
So I know it's a pretty old picture.
Isn't she cute? It's my mom. It's a really cool picture. I was going to try to find that picture of you and Fred. There's one. Oh, that one.
Yeah, I got a lot.
Oh my God. Huxley, you're so cute. This is Fred with Huxley. Yeah, of course, D. Thompson. Fred lived with us.
Yeah, he did.
Isn't that cute? Look at Huxley's face. Is he so cute? Huxley was so cute.
Yeah, Fred was it.
Huxley
Good
Van
piano player.
Halen. That's what everybody said. That's what everybody said.
Yeah, he was a really good piano player. He's been playing for so long.
I pulled
Yeah,
up.
that one.
Yeah, I love this
Seen that one
picture.
before.
That picture of me and Fred. I put that in the Facebook group. Fred and I had so much fun, you guys. We did not sit around. We had so much fun. You guys want to see him with Gertie? Oh my God. I remember Snap. By the way, pay attention to Fred's hand in this picture. His hands were like Tommy's. Fred had humongous hands. Look at that. Oh, look at his hand. He had really big hands.
He's really strong too.
Very strong.
Whenever you'd shake his hand, he had to Death grip.
I was like 33, Debbie Blair, 34. That was, we went on a trip to Branson. Fred was old, but we got around. Fred and I got around a lot. He was not a Scientologist. No, he had nothing. He was a Baptist.
That wasn't me. It's a dog farted or something.
I don't smell it. Now I do.
No, Bo farts not.
This was a Valentine's Day date night that we were having. Fred was so cute. Oh my God, he was cute. Where do I keep it? In the kitchen, Raymond? Don't say more words. Oh my God, don't say other words. Hux, say it.
Don't say other words.
Huxley used to say that when he was trying to tell people to shut up. He didn't say shut up, but he would get mad at me when he was like 3. Thank you, Better Together. He would get mad at me when he was like 3 and he would go, don't say other words. Thank you, Debbie. That too, Wanda. Oh, I'm already looking forward to tomorrow's stream. What I'll try to do. Look at how cute. I'll try to have Kathy Ann upload these pictures so that we can look at them together a little bit. So I'm not showing you on my phone. Was he so cute? I was in love with his ears. Look at his ears. Oh my God. I'm going to make you sad. That's right. He said that too. This was him. We were going to a black tie party. Look at how dapper. Doesn't he look like the Tivol guy? Rachel, we didn't share it with everybody when we got married. We didn't tell everybody. Now, we told them after we got married. No one really cared. Fred's family didn't care about him at all. They didn't have anything to do with him. Friendship tax. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. That's so kind.
Sorry, I wasn't thanking for the donation.
I don't keep in touch with his family. Fred's family never... Everybody loved Fred except his family. It was really strange. And the second he died, they came out of the woodwork. They filed for his life insurance. They filed within 24 hours. They filed for his life insurance and his pension, and they got it. And they had nothing to do with him otherwise. They never called. They never visited. It was quite sad, really. I had a Chihuahua named Gary. And that was Fred and Gary. Is that so cute? He has one son. That was it. He had one son.
Kid.
Oh, hey, kid. He was so cute, you guys. Fred was so cute. I love this picture. We were going out for a party. No, Shay, that wasn't it. Fred was so adorable, and I loved his ears. How long has he been gone? He died 6 years ago? I think 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Like 2019 or something?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. It was sad, but you know what? Fred and I got... Kid, dang, girl. Fred and I got what we wanted, and we wanted each other.
Kid.
Oh, wow, girl. Oh, wait. Squeezy.
Try. I'm gonna get off now.
Okay. You gonna go work out?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell everybody bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for the...
Missing your lives lately. How's Crystal? She's doing good. Thank you for that. Her mom's in here right now. Her mom said that Crystal might be getting a new puppy. She lost 2 dogs in a year, so she might be getting a puppy. Bye, son.
Bye. Love you.
He's going to go work out. Oh, somebody said, how long were you and Fred married? We were married for 6 months and 3 days. We were together for several years, but we got married toward the end. And that's, it was sad, but at least we were married. I was so happy to be with Fred. Why the attraction to older men, Heather? That's not rude at all. And then I'll probably hop off because Tommy didn't answer me, by the way. Okay. I would say we're going to go live probably in an hour or so. Not rude at all. Why the attraction to older men? Thank you, Don Moore. That's something, Heather, I have to be honest with you, I'm still unpacking. I have an attraction to older men. I'm not shy about it. I talk about it. I think that has a lot to do with probably some father issues. I think my lack of self-confidence, self-esteem, I look to older men for I think I'm just attracted to older masculine energy and I look to them for the wrong reasons. Like my ex-husband, um, oh yeah, how he treated his wife. He was Wanda knew Fred. Um, I I'm still the reason I'm hesitating on answering that is because I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Good night, Just Julia. I would like to look into that more with a therapist, but I know that hey, Kimberly. I know that it has to do with probably something with my dad, right? My dad leaving. I know that my dad, after my mom left and my sister left, my dad left all the time for like a week at a time. And I was like 7, 8, 9 years old. And when he would come home, I was like, so excited to see him and he was like get away from me. So I think that has a lot to do with it too. Like I craved his attention all the time and he rejected that attention. I mean, my dad never touched me. He never hugged me. And I'm not saying that so you guys feel sorry for me. I'm just giving you this background. He didn't say I love you. He didn't touch, he didn't hug. So, and you could tell he didn't want kids. He didn't want these damn kids. So I think when I really start to kind of go through the motions of it, that probably has a lot to do with it that I now crave so much. Like that's why my ex-husband Jeff, and that's why currently with Tommy, I think I'm too much for Tommy, to be honest. And I think I was too much for Jeff. My favorite thing to do, if I could find a guy that didn't have to work and like was independently wealthy, and liked this, I would sit around all day and hold your hand and snuggle, cuddle, kiss, have sex, go to movies, travel, um, cook. Like I just like being with, I want your attention and your time. I don't care about money. I want your time and I want your attention. And I think I get to be too much. And I think that that has a lot to do with the lack of that when I was younger. Like I'm better at it now, but I know that my ex-husband, for instance, I used to say, like, do you still like me? Are you still attracted to me? Do you want to have sex with me? Am I ugly? Are you not into me anymore? I would feel really weirdly insecure. Now I'm much better now. I've worked on that majorly and I'm starting to see and feel my own self-worth and know that I don't have to have someone. Was there an older man that made you feel safe when you were going through your Scientology years? Fred, 100%. Fred's the only person who made me feel the most safe in my life. 100%. Yes, Fred. Fred gave me so much. Sandy Sue, Fred, 100%. Fred. Fred gave me so much of that attention. You're welcome, Heather. So much attention, but so much validation. Do you guys know the tattoos I have on my arms? One says I'm rooting for you. The other one says I'm on your side. And I'll talk about this tomorrow when we do a Fred stream. I am not kidding. Every single day, that man, I would either get home from work, I would be sitting there watching a movie with him, I'd be in the car with him, and he'd do this or he'd hold my hand or something. We held hands in our sleep. And he would just randomly out of nowhere, he'd go, you know, I'm rooting for you. And it was so intense. It was so, Fred never let me fall emotionally. He was always picking me up, lifting me up. He'd randomly, constantly say, I'm on your side, kid. You know that. I'm on your side. And he didn't just say it, he did it. He was always there and he constantly rooted for me and he was constantly on my side and he never faltered. He never faltered. He really, really made good on what he said. I've never had another person do that to me. So could that be why you're attracted to older men? Yeah, but not Sandy Sue. He came along when I was in my 30s. I was attracted to, and this is weird, but this is true. When my dad would leave and I would stay home alone, I'd either watch George Carlin or The Silence of the Lambs over and over and over. That's all I watched. I know it's weird, but I had a huge crush on Anthony Hopkins. I still do. That was my first old man crush. And then, Fred is still with me for sure. And I've always been attracted to older men. Now, not that old. When I started dating and had boyfriends, when I was like 19, he was 27. When I was 27, he was 35. Like, I didn't fully get into that. I mean, now I was married for a gap of time there, but when I was single, I always dated older guys, but not that old. Oh, I'm engaged. Yeah, I'm engaged. I'm just saying I've always been attracted to that older, but not that old. Fred old. Fred was really old. But I will say, Sandy Sue, constant every day. And when we drove in a car, hey, Turd Ferguson, thank you for coming over here. When we drove in the car, he always held my hand. When we went to bed at night, we held hands. When I would get home from work, he'd go, hi, sweetheart. He always called me sweetheart. Hey, Pam. And he'd go, I really missed you. Or he'd go, God, I missed you. And something else he would say to me randomly all the time, at least a few times a week. And I swear to God, he meant it every time. He'd look at me like he had never seen me before. I'm not kidding. Fred would look at me and he'd go, it's like he'd see my potential, or he'd see like the universe in my eyes. He'd look at me and he'd go, God, you're pretty. It was like it took his breath away. It was amazing. It was absolutely, the reason I put it like that is I felt so seen for the first time. I felt so validated. He validated me so much. I had never had a man look at me and do that. And he did it all the time. And it would be the most random times. Like I'd be coming out of the shower or I'd be just like walking by and he'd go, God, you're pretty. Like, it was just amazing. It was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. I'll share. I hope you guys can come to the stream tomorrow because tomorrow's his birthday. And I want to tell everybody how we met and how he died. I died with him right there. He died with me right there. And he knew he was going to die. He played the piano for 90 years. Fred played the piano so well. And he, Kim L, that man validated me. That's why I've got him tattooed all over me. I had to. I didn't do that impulsively. I thought about those tattoos. I heard him constantly in my mind after he died going, I'm rooting for you. I'm on your side. And I thought, I hear that every day. And so I thought, I want that on me. I want to see it. And then I have my Fred tattoo, the horseshoe. And I swear to God, sometimes randomly, I'm not kidding, I will hear him out of the blue go, God, you're pretty. And I'm just like, Fred, like I know he's still around. I feel him. But Fred changed my entire outlook on life. I was really, he was 95, Sandy Sue, when he died. I was really not well mentally, really in a bad place mentally. And when I met Fred, I'll never forget the first time I saw Fred. He came walking, flying. Fred was a fast walker. He was old, and that dude did not. He drove. He went all over the place. He was constantly on the go. And he came breezing through these doors, and I was standing like 30 feet away. And he was, pretend I'm Fred, and he was going this way, and you're over there. And he went, I mean, he looked at me. It was so cool. Hey, Lisa Laster. It was, was he healthy when he passed? I mean, yeah, he died on a Saturday. My dog died 3 days before that, and they both died of the same thing randomly. Didn't know they were going to die of congestive heart failure. Fred had congestive heart failure for 20, 30 years. He was doing fine. He had a fall, and yeah, Shell, I'll say it again tomorrow. He had a fall and he really didn't do well after that fall. And as a lot of older people do, a lot of really well off, doing fine physically older people, once they fall, sometimes they just go downhill. And so that was one of the things. Fred always used to get mad at me. $8 my time, 7 Tommy's time tonight. Fred would get mad at me because he would go out and shovel. He would do all kinds of stuff around the house, and I would constantly not let him. I would be like, no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go out and do that. And he'd go, damn it, stop. I'm not a vegetable. And I would say, Fred, I know you're capable of these things, but if you have one fall, I lose you, most likely. Like, that's how it works. I worked in senior living. And he would say, honey, you can't keep me from living. I'm going to live. And it's okay. I mean, he went the way he wanted to go. It's so funny. And I'll tell this story again tomorrow. But Fred, we had such a sense of humor together. Like, we would be out in public. He was so old, right? He was 60 years older than me. And we'd go out all the time. We went everywhere. We went to parties. We went out to eat. We'd go to movies. We did everything. And people would, we'd go sit in a restaurant and people would walk by us and people would go, a lady would come up and go, oh, is he your grandpa? And I'd go, no, he's my great grandpa. And Fred would look at me and he'd be like, I'd go, right, you're my great grandpa. And he would laugh and we would laugh. It was so funny. It was such dark humor for an old person. Like, he was hilarious. And sometimes I would even shout it out in public just to be funny. Like, we'd be getting up to leave somewhere and I'd go, come on, grandpa. And people would go, oh, look at her. Look. And they'd go, you have a beautiful granddaughter, sir. And he'd go, it was so funny. You guys, we were such a funny couple. It was so much fun. We laughed everywhere we went. But he was so old. Like, I would make fun of that. I'd be like, well, you're so old. And he'd be like, oh, shut it. Like, he was so funny. And whenever he would cough, if he would sneeze, anything, anywhere, I would do it at home. I'd do it in the car. I'd do it out and about. It didn't matter where we were. If he'd go, I'd go, are you dying? Because it was dark. It was super dark. You guys might not find that funny, but he'd always go, hell no. He'd like growl at me and then he'd laugh. So he would do that. And all the time, like, he would be like, ah, shoo. And I'd go, are you dying? And he'd go, hell no. And he called me kid all the time. Yeah. I would go, no, he's my great grandpa. It was so funny. And he'd always go, but he was also so flirty. Fred was so flirty, you guys. I always tell this. One morning I was getting ready for work. I mean, he didn't slow down. Like, he was into me. Fred, we kissed all the time. Like, and I came out and he was sitting there getting ready to watch Wheel of Fortune or whatever he was going to do when I go to work. And I said, I don't know. I said, do you like these pants? And he looked me up and down. Fred always did the elevator eyes. That man was a flirt. And he looked me up and down and went, I like what's in them. So I said, do you like these pants? And he said, I like what's in them. And I was like, Fred, you don't miss a beat. When he turned 95, it was his 95th birthday. We went out to dinner and he blew out his candle at the place we go out to dinner. And he goes, well, kid, I'm 95. And I said, yeah. And your maturity does not come with age, Fred. And he said, 95. And he goes, and I still love Kit Kats and women. I just died because it's true. And he was such a flirt. It was so bad. You guys, it was so bad. When we would go out and about in the town he's from, he was born and raised, died, all of it. He lived in the same town his whole life. Every time we would go anywhere, and I mean fucking anywhere. If we would go to Walmart, Target, CVS, the grocery store, a dinner date, no joke, you would hear every time it became a running joke. Fred would go, oh shit. He was such a ladies' man. We'd be out anywhere and it would always be behind us. And you'd hear a woman go, Fred Harley, Fred, like everywhere. You can tell this man got around. Okay. And he would, every time we'd hear it, we'd be holding hands, walking down an aisle somewhere or something. And they'd go, Fred Harley, like some old lady. And he'd go, oh shit. It was so funny. It was so fucking hilarious. And I would just look at him and I'd go, damn, Fred, you just have been to the rodeo too many times. Like, So many women. He flirted with anything, everything. Harley. His last name was Harley, Lisa. Fred Harley. And of course, he lived a long, big, huge life. He had so many friends. He knew everybody. So every woman, I'm not kidding, he flirted with everything. It was so bad. I loved it so much. He would smack me on the ass in public. He was so funny. And it never came across. I have to make this clear because I've had this experience with men, older men. And so many women said this to me about Fred. And it was such a compliment and so true. He never came across as creepy. That's important to me. That's important to me because there are creepy old men that like kind of just give you that yuck. Never. It was always loving. He was so funny. He made you laugh. He was never like, it didn't come off as sleazy. None of that. None of that. I remember when I first kissed him, like he would say, I'm a teenager. I'm a teenager again. Like you think I'm glowing talking about him? I wish you could have seen it. He would glow and he looked so young. And I remember when we first made out, I was like, I remember I laughed at him. I said, you still have your teeth. And he was like, yeah, I got my teeth. And I said, I can't believe you have your real teeth. He didn't have dentures. I loved Fred's teeth. His front teeth, I was in love with. Yes, Wanda. I was so crazy about him. Let me see if I can find a picture. I loved his ears and his teeth. I loved Fred's front teeth. You still have your teeth? I loved him so much. He was so fun. He was so funny. Here we go. Here's a good picture of his front teeth. Look at his teeth. I loved his teeth. Oh my God. We went to the emergency room once because his nose, I have really bad bloody noses. We had that in common. And his nose would not stop bleeding. I had to take him to the ER. We had to do it twice. We couldn't get it to stop bleeding. We had so much fun that night in the ER. It was just us and the doctor. There was like nobody there. It was so weird. There was nobody there. And we couldn't get it to stop bleeding. And the guy, before the doctor came in, put one of those things on his nose to pinch. And I said, can I get one too? I took our picture. And it was so funny. It was so funny. And something really cool about Fred. Guys, he was married for 72 years. 72 years to Jenny. And loved her so much, took such good care of her. And it was so funny though. We were in this emergency room and the doctor comes in and he was this like really cute young doctor and he loved Fred. And he had all the time in the world. There was nobody there. And we were sitting there chatting and Fred was talking to the guy and Fred said, you know, I went to medical school too. And he said, you did? Where? And he said, Columbia in Missouri. And he said, so you were a doctor? And he said, no, I quit medical school and switched. He became an aerodynamic engineer. Fred was very smart. I used to get so pissed because people always look down on old people like they can't remember anything or they're not smart. And people would be kind of like, act like he doesn't know anything. And I'm like, this guy is brilliant. He's a fucking genius. Like, excuse me. Like that really made me mad. Fred was so well educated. But we're in this hospital room and the doctor's sitting there and he's like, wow, he said aerodynamic engineer. And so he's just telling him all about his life. And the doctor, he's like, so are you his granddaughter? And I said, no, I'm his wife. Like, I didn't want to lie there. Right. And I said, no, I'm his wife. And he was like, what? And I said, no, I'm his wife. And he was like, wow. And I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, you know, he was married before me. I said, he was married for 72 years. And he goes, oh my God, what happened? I said, they got divorced. He met me and they got divorced. Fred laughed so hard. I felt bad about it because I didn't want to be disrespectful, but that's the kind of humor we had. I was like, they got divorced 72 years. They got divorced. Yeah. He met me and ran off with a younger woman. He was laughing so hard, but it was really funny. Like that doctor spent over an hour with us. And when we got up to leave, Fred went to the bathroom and the doctor came in while I was waiting. And he goes, "You guys have the coolest marriage." He goes, "I actually love you guys." He goes, "I've spent over an hour with you." He said, "You guys are hilarious." He was like, "I don't get it. I didn't get it." He goes, "What's the age difference?" And I said, 60 years. Yeah, I'm no rookie. And he said, "This is great. I love it." He said, "This guy is hilarious." And I said, "I know. I'm the lucky one." Like I always felt like he was such a catch. I did, and I still feel that way. I'm so lucky to have had Fred. He changed me so much. Hey, Teresa Devers, he lit me up. He lit me up inside. I was dead behind the eyes. And I met Fred and I just never looked back and I never stopped holding his hand. And the last thing, he was going to die. And that's why I was telling you guys, when I would say, "Are you dying?" He always said, "Hell no." And the day he did die, he wanted to say goodbye to everybody. He knew he was going to die. And he called my mom and he called my parents. And I said, "Are you dying?" And I had to ask him 3 times. He wouldn't answer me that day. And I said, "Are you dying? Hey, Casper." And he didn't answer me. And I said, "Fred, I need to know. Are you dying?" And he went, "No, Shannon C. I didn't spend any time in Scientology when I was with Fred." And it was crazy. I think Fred was losing it a little bit mentally that day, the day before he died. And he said, right before, this was the last thing he ever said. He never spoke again. He first thing he said to me, he said, "Nobody will ever love you as much as I do, kid." And I said, "Fred, let's not get dramatic. Like, you're not dying today." And then he looked past me and he said, "Tell Reese that she was the love of my life." And he never talked again. And it was so special. I will never regret that in any way because I always thought, how is Fred going to die? He's going to die, right? And I'm going to live. And I thought, am I going to come home one day and he's fallen and cracked his head open? Am I going to wake up one morning and he's gone? And we got to hold hands as he died. He got to say goodbye to me. And it was so special. It was such a gift. It was such a gift to say goodbye to somebody that you really, really loved. And he took such good care of me. And I'll never forget it. It's hard to do that, but it was so special. It was so special. As a matter of fact, I have, I kind of want to play it. I know a lot of you have seen it, and I want to play it now because I want to play it again tomorrow. I have a video. So after Fred died, I had a camera in my living room. And I would watch it to make sure if something were to happen while I was at work, I could rush home. So there's a camera on Fred. He knew it. You know, it was like, just this is in case. Hey, Richard. And we were together for several years, Pam, but we were only married for 6 months. And I thought of this the day after, 2 days after he died. And I thought, oh my God, the camera. And Sandy Sue, that is so kind. Thank you for your super sticker, babe. I'm really happy to know you. I'm glad that we're friends. I want to share this because some of you may not be here tomorrow for the Fred stream. And I pulled up what was left on this camera. And on this camera was me saying goodbye to Fred. It was my final moments. It was his heart was counting down. And I want to play it for you guys. It's only like 45 seconds or something. Yeah, it's very sad, Sarah Browett, but it's beautiful. And what I was just going to say, actually, It is so true love. Like, it's easier for me to watch it and think about it now. I used to have a hard time with it, but it's so what if you could ever experience this kind of love, you don't need anything else in life. Like Fred gave me everything I need. But when you watch this video and you see what I say to him and just listen to it, he doesn't talk. It's just me saying goodbye. It's literally him dying. It's his last moments. And what's amazing is he died at 9:00 exactly on a Saturday. And I played that for his funeral song because he played piano for 90 years. So I did Billy Joel's Piano Man. And if you notice, the first lyrics to that is it's 9:00 on a Saturday. And it was wild. He died at 9:00. Would it be okay with you guys if I play this? I would like to share it with you. I'll probably play it tomorrow too, but it's really special and it just truly to me demonstrates true love. I don't have any regrets is what I mean. I said everything I wanted to say to him and it's beautiful. It's really special. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Cuz some of you may not be here tomorrow and I just really love it. Okay. Here it is.
Yeah, his heart stopped beating.
Oh my God.
You ready to sleep on your own? Okay. What's the address here? 7331. 7331 Walnut Street.
It's okay.
W
You did well.
H-E-L-M-E-R.
You did very well.
W-H-E-L-E. It's W-A-L-N-E-R.
I love you so much. I love you.
I-N-G or just
Don't
Walnut?
forget.
Okay. Walnut Street. Over in 13. Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, baby. Goodbye. I love you so much, Fred. I'm gonna miss you so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Fred. Oh, thank you, Fred. You made me so happy. Oh, goodbye.
I love that video. I know it's sad. I know it's sad, but I'm so glad that I have it. And I'm so glad that I remembered to pull it off of the camera before I lost it. And that was his final moments. And I'm just really happy that I have that video. Thank you for watching it with me. And I'm sorry if that was triggering for some people. And I realize it probably was. But it's beautiful and it's so special. Thank you, Galen. Yeah, he passed it home with me. I got to be with him all day. Who was the other lady? That was an RN. She was a friend of mine. Her name was Sherry. And she was there to help. I had hospice that day. He started hospice the day he died. And so he was only on hospice for one day, but she was not with the hospice company. She was just a close friend of mine and she was an RN. And she came over to be with me and take care of me that day while he was passing so that I could stay just and focus on him and not have to do anything else. But that's a really special video. Oh, Casper. I got to be with my best friend when she passed away and was there for her last breath. It was so beautiful, very sad, but very emotionally beautiful. Wow, Casper, I'm sorry. That's horrible. But that was my best friend too. And I'm sorry, but I wouldn't change it. And I bet you wouldn't either. It's incredible. And it's such a gift. I would never change a thing. I would not change a thing. I got to say goodbye to him. I got to talk to him. We got to spend all our time together and it was incredible. Yeah, Shaby, I'm very lucky to have that. Very lucky. Who is that? Oh my God, it's Moose. That's okay, Muffet Lou. Moose, you're clawing me and that hurts, dude. It was an amazing goodbye, Ree. It was amazing. What are you doing? He never comes and hangs out with me. Yeah, Susie with an S. I'm sorry you lost your mom. I'm sure that if Kestrel's still in here, that's hard too. Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and trusting us with that. I love you so much, beautiful Reese. That is so nice. Yes, and validating. Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. Thank you for your super chat. I love sharing that with you guys because there's always new people who haven't seen it or heard it. And I don't play it except once a year around this time. And it's just very meaningful to me. So I want to say thank you for watching that with me. Thank you for listening. I know I talked a lot about Fred just now, but if you don't mind, tomorrow's his birthday and he'd be 101. And I would really like to do a stream tomorrow and dedicate it to Fred and just talk about him, answer questions. There's a lot more to talk about. Do you ever wish you would have gotten married earlier? Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad we got married at all. I don't care about the married part. I'm glad I got to spend that time with him, Rachel. But I always wish that I had met him earlier and been with him for like decades. Yeah. But I mean, he had his life and he had his wife and everything worked out, I believe, how it should have. But I do think Fred would have been a ball to be with just for a long time. But I'm glad I got the time I did. Do I know the UK time tomorrow? I was going to do it probably around 3:00, which would be 9:00 your time. Thank you, Debbie Blair. Wow, Sandra, I'm so sorry. February 8th is a day that my mother passed in 2023. Sandra, I'm really sorry. There's not much else you can say to that. I know that's got to be incredibly hard. I don't know what it's like. I did, Debbie Blair. I met him when I did for a reason. We were only married, Joe Mama, for 6 months and 3 days, but we were together for several years. We just didn't get married till later. Thank you, Sarah Browett. Yeah, Richard Sparks. Yeah, hospice people are amazing. Women's Warrior. Hospice people are amazing. So I'm going to hop off. We're going to do Colts and Crims in 45 minutes over on Colts and Crims. If mods, would you please post a link to the channel? Tommy and I have a channel together that we do. So we're going to hop on and do a stream tonight. And Claire, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that never goes away, the pain. We will be doing that in 45 minutes. So I'm going to hop off and go check on Huxley, go put his laundry in the dryer. And I will be back on in 45 minutes to see Tommy. So I hope you guys will join us. And I mean it. Hit subscribe if you don't mind. But thank you for joining me tonight. This was special. And I hope that you can join me tomorrow for that Fred stream. But thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for your super chats. Of course, your memberships, but your wisdom. Yes. I'll do it in front of you. Thank you, Lori. And I will see you guys later tonight, and we'll do a Fred stream tomorrow. But thank you for being here with me. I always appreciate it. Thank you for the new people for coming over. All right, I'll see you guys with Tommy here shortly. Here comes Fred again.